Oh,
What's up, familia?
we're not the only ones who are back
Back in black, or should I say green?
in gold.
Green and gold,
Quite
not hope. That's right, guys. Today we're speaking of Loki season 2.
El Oki.
Hell, Oki. Before we get into it, what's up? Hit who remains. I am the zombie. Welcome to the Marvel Corner.
Oh yeah, we're back in that corner now. No more spookies.
No more Spookies Corner. So, like I said, we're reviewing. We got the shakes.
Oh.
We're so excited with the shakes. Shakes,
Stop
rattle,
this.
and roll. Yeah, man. Loki is back in his old mischievous ways.
Or is he fourth? He's everywhere.
He's before, he's after, he's in between. If you guys don't know what's been going on, check out our audio disaster Loki's reviews. Season 1 is up in our channel. You go through the archives, the playlist. See our humble beginnings with our greediness,
Man.
our low lighting, and our microphone problems.
Yeah. Damn, it wasn't that long ago, was it?
Yeah, quite a bit, like last 2 years, last year.
Wow.
And that's where we got the homie base into it.
Nice.
That's where we pick him up.
Baseman Origins.
So yeah, Loki, man. We're excited to see him back. He's one of your favorite characters.
He really is. He's a lot of fun, and I just love mischief. That's what he's the god of. So, hey.
Exactly, Senor. So how about we get into it? So it starts off with the OG intro, the little Loki, then the Marvel Cinematic. I miss Iron Man. I miss the OG Avengers, man. Hurry up back.
Well, even time skipping Loki can't find him.
I know, right?
Forever
and ever, in my heart. So we get after that. We have Kings, the faces of Loki that we saw at the end of season 1. He's like looking at like, who that? Yeah. So he's startled and stuff, and Mobius like, who are you? Loki. I'm Loki. I don't know you. Mobius is all like, what the heck? And then they start like, go and get him after him, like, you variant. So they start running, and then he goes into the Star Wars taxi, the flying one, and when Anakin just does the little fall dive thing.
And you saw those floating around in the first season. So I mean, I guess they are like around.
Yeah.
So he crashes it.
So the driver's looking, he's like, and then just, it's funny, it just crashes it, goes back down.
After hitting Jonathan Davis's face. Jonathan Majors. Why the guy Majors.
We got blacklisted, man. I hope not.
Well, yeah, that's part of what they're gonna have to dance around in this show, I guess. Remember before they never showed his face, if I remember right. The statue, was not his face, and then when it was like when they actually showed like what he looked like, it was like the cartoon version or whatever. Like it was never actually him.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at. I was like, oh shit, okay, they're trying to. I guess you're gonna use him as Kang, or I think so, right? They have to keep him because they have all the superimposed faces of him throughout the Council of Kangs.
Who knows?
We still got 3 years to watch that movie. Damn.
Sheesh.
Damn you, writers.
There goes that burnout.
So yeah, so Loki is like, all right, I need to speak with Mobius. What's going on? And he's like, and he goes, shh. He does the Spider-Man warped thing,
Yeah.
Loki's like, "Where's Mobius? B-52? It's happening to him again." So my question is, so we're back at the Quantum Mania, right? We're back at the quantum realm,
The what room?
the what's it? Quantum realm, the quantum realm. I mean, the TVA is founded in the quantum realm, right?
Yeah, that was my theory, right? And
Yeah,
and I don't know actually after seeing Quantumania because we that came out before Quantumania,
yeah, that's right.
and then after I'm like, wow, I don't know because Kang was in the quantum realm,
You got stuck
so
there.
I'm sure he would have found a way to find He Who Remains there. Well, I guess He Who Remains wasn't there, but I feel like he would have not had been okay with the TVA, or he would have used their temp pads to jump somewhere else or something.
Yeah,
So I don't know anymore. I don't know if that's actually where it is. I think
because yeah,
wherever the heck it is, it sits outside of time.
they took a right
So
after Denny's.
it still makes the most sense for it to be there, but who knows?
Because what is it? Because He Who Remained was at the end of the timeline. Remember, that's what they were saying.
Yeah.
So they made it all the way when they scared the doggo.
Well, but then they say, like very shortly after this, that when you prune yourself, that you're just removed from time. So
Yeah,
he's just moved from time. That's why he sits outside of it and he watches.
yeah. So Kang, I mean, Who Remains gets once he gets slain in episode 1 by Sylvie.
Mm-hmm.
She releases what the hold on all the other timelines, and meaning that whatever He Who Remains power had over the other timelines have been released, and that's why the other King going to come.
Maybe.
Then we see Kang the Conqueror. Fan theory. So yeah, so we start seeing the timelines. They're all branching out crazy, and they're everywhere. They're like, what are we supposed to do? And then we see a new X-Men X-5. I guess he's one of another elite or soldier guy. It's a hard ass.
Yeah. He was one of the ones that was hunting Loki.
So Loki comes back and he scares the shit out of me. I forgot. The jump scares. So he's always trying to catch because Mobius and B65 or B5 or something, the big person.
Okay.
I don't want to say it. I think it's not the B52s is a group.
Love Shack.
There you go.
Love Shack, baby.
Like a
But
little
it
harder.
wasn't a rock. It was a rock lobster.
I love that song.
It's so weird.
So yeah, so Mr. X5 tells Mobius and them like the console wants to see you now. He's like, okay. Can I get my line pipe? Like, no, now. All right. So they go. So and then Loki's trying to catch up to him because he does the warp thing out, I guess. So the judges so they go to the judges console, and then that's where Mobius and Homegirl's there. They're all sitting down. And then where he goes back to the past, right?
Yeah.
First. And that's where he sees
He's fluctuating between the past and the present. I don't remember what exactly indicators there are, but at the end of the first season, the Sylvie kills He Who Remains, so he no longer remains. Steals his temp pad, throws it on Loki, and slaps it in whatever time. And then we see him go back, and then he's like, "Hey, Mobius," and he doesn't know who he is. So he goes back to when he didn't know him, I guess. And then Casey is cleaning the floor, so he's like, he was an agent during Loki's stint there, so it must be right before that, where he's not yet an agent. There's no other real indicator. of the time, one way or the other. You know.
Yeah. So yeah, so the Mobius and them are talking to the console, and then Loki is in the same room of the console, but in a different time, and he's in Kang's time. And then you see, he looks back in the back, is like a bunch of like what's it called, the presidential, what the other
This
Stonehenge?
Mount Rushmore.
No, Mount Rushmore Stonehenge.
That's the one. I
That's the
saw the
one.
presidents and their stone.
So yeah, so he sees the placard of Kang's, and then he sees a old school tape machine with you hear Kang talking to Ravonna Renslayer. He's like, "You made a perfect part of my
Roman.
team."
Yeah.
Roman Reigns. So at the console, they're being what's it called? They're being clued in that the recording says that we're all variants. Like we had a life before the TVA. We were kidnapped, you know. And then B5 says we gotta stop pruning people because we're destroying countless of lives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of interesting that like it's just one because we theorized this. We talked about this that now that the timeline and now that he who remains is gone, what's going to happen to everything? And we were like, oh, the TVA is just going to pick up where he left off. And it's interesting that it's derailed by just like one agent that's like, no, that's not cool. You're killing other people,
Yeah.
and we're those other people. And they're like, oh, yeah, good point. Like, I don't know. I kind of thought they would be a little more antagonistic about it.
Yeah, exactly. And then they come to the realization, they're like, oh crap, like we've been not protecting, we've been destroying, you know? Like the hunter is like, all my life I've been following the wrong orders. I can't do that anymore. And then the big high council goes, at this moment, no more pruning of the timeline. So I was like, oh,
And the
okay.
gardener's like, oh,
And
I get to take a siesta. Oh, that was awful.
oh my god.
Presumptuous of me. This shit, can we prune me? Can we like? All right, moving on.
Edit point. You're gonna prune you, all right. Uh so yeah, so the main council looking soldier person, all right, we're gonna stop doing all that. And then in that moment we see Loki come out of nowhere. It's like, Loki, where you been at? Like, we gotta find who he remains. He's like, no. Like, he's like, who? What? Who? That's his name? What? And he keeps doing it. Like, are you okay? Like, that looks painful. Yeah. So
He's like, how's it look? And he's like, oh, it's fine, it's fine. And he's like, all right, I'm gonna. He's like, don't, no, it's like you're dying and being born again. It's gross.
so he goes, you know, it's like, all right. He gets the pruning weapon, you know, because X25 wants to get Loki. He's like, whoa, I know this guy. Relax. You know, and he's like, all right. So he beats Loki beats up X25, and then he's like, all right, I'll stand down with his general. It looks like his mom and son. And then he goes, and then when they step out the door, the general tells X25, we need to find Sylvie. I need to know what she saw at the end of time. I was like, oh, she wants to manipulate it.
Yep.
So yeah, so what they go like, all right, we need to go to this R&B department.
Yeah, yeah, rhythm and blues.
Rhythm.
We need to hear some Usher stat. So R&D. I thought this place would be falling apart a lot more without Miss Minutes.
Yeah,
She seems to be doing a lot, and now they don't have their AI secretary anymore.
I know, right? Like we gotta call Miss Minutes. But then Loki says, we thought we were doing good, we're doing the right thing, and so we kill him. But in doing so, we did more. We brought more chaos than good to the timelines.
Yeah, but that's his thing. That's still they still don't get the character. Well, I guess he's on his redemption
It's the
kick.
redemption arc.
But
Well,
I'm
yeah,
like,
after he saw him killing his mom, type of thing. That's why he felt so sympathy.
yeah, but like I mean, gods do these sort of things, and they exist for ages. And like, so he should
I feel sorry.
he shouldn't just change that quickly from his whole central character. Like, what's he the god of anymore if he's scared of chaos?
I know, right? That's his whole stick. His whole. So he goes, "King is coming to kill everyone," and then he goes, like that's when the Morbius asks him, "How does it feel to get pushed through time?" He's like, "You know what? I feel like getting born again," and he goes into that spiel. He goes, "We need to find he who remains," and then Mobius is like, all right, we'll take it slow. Like we're gonna take it to RNA. Freaking what's his name? Obi. That's
Oh
when
yeah,
he tells. This that's his.
Ouroboros
Yeah, Ouroboros.
is the keeper of the time objects or whatever the hell.
I was gonna say, isn't Ouroboros like a Resident Evil plague? One of those.
Well, he's a god of something too, and I don't even remember the mythology. I get my etymologies confused because there's just so many.
We'll bring the autonomy in next week. So maybe Mobius takes Loki to the RNA and then Obi or Boros. How long has it
Oh,
been?
that's right, Norse. He's in Norse mythology. He's the giant snake that's eating itself.
Ah,
Right, where he's around the world and he's biting his tail.
Infinity?
That's him.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
more or less.
He goes, how's it been? It's been 400 years. Loki's been time skipping to the past. But I mean, he time skipped right there, and he's like, all right, we need to find the answer. So he goes to the past. He talks to this guy as he's talking to the past OB, the future, the present OB is getting the information. Like, is he talking to you right now? It's like, yeah, it's weird. Like, he's telling me everything that I need to know.
No, wait, I remember. Um, that's the man. What has he been in? I think he was in Everything Everywhere or something. Something else
Ah, okay,
fairly
yeah.
recently. And that was like his first acting job since freaking. What was it? Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. Um, and he's still so beloved. Like,
Well, that's him.
that was a good pull. Yeah, Mr. Jones.
Ah, shit.
Yeah. And he's just like this funny little guy. He's really cool. I think
Dude,
it
I
was pro.
thought I thought he was talking to fucking what's his name? His name is Hit, right? From Dragon Ball Super.
Oh yeah, Rick Freeze's time.
Yeah, time skipping.
Yeah.
Time skip times 3, and he's like, I time skip 3 seconds.
Oh man, what a cool character that they immediately forgot about.
I know, right? They punked him out after fucking Jiren, dude.
This Team 4-star though. I hired him to kill me. He's like, oh, go on then. Go play with your new best friend.
Fucking Hit time skipping. So he's telling him I'm time skipping. Like, you can't time skip. It's impossible, but I'm doing it right in front of you. He's like, really particular. I never seen that before.
Yeah.
So then he goes through what you have to do. Like, oh, you have to prune yourself through all the time freaking lines. And he's like, wait, what? That was what, like, me too. I was like, what? So I have to go through every timeline and prune myself there. And then he goes, then Mobius says to OB, like, oh, we're having power surges throughout the whole building. And he goes, oh no, that's really wrong. We got to go to the temporal lumen. Was it?
Yeah.
The room with the big arc thingy.
Yeah, that one.
Dude, when we see that through the window, dude, and see that timeline things fracturing, that was just beautiful, dude.
You know, it did look like, it looked like when Ant-Man shrank down. When he shrank down, was he inside of inside Kang's ship?
Oh yeah, you're right.
It was that like little gold thing.
The shimmer of light.
Yeah.
So Mr. OB gives Loki this device. It says green prune yourself, red no. If you're gonna go out there, we gotta fix the timeline. Get you out there. He's gonna cast a line. If you're not back, you're gonna be stuck through time.
He's like, no, it'll be very easy.
And then
He's
Morbius is like, could we find another solution that doesn't involve my skin being peeled off?
he's like, well, I'd rather have that than just being stuck. And he's like, all right, well, can we switch? Because how would you live without skin?
Nah. So he has to go back there and prune himself, Mr. Loki. And then he goes, all right, if you don't make it back behind the blast doors, then you'll be stuck out there too, Mobius. So you better get the huffing. So like, I'm gonna do the huffing. What is the huffing? You just run fast?
Yep.
It's just crazy how he puts on the suit. Like, oh, there's a hole. It puts a little duct tape. And then when he walks out there, you see the suit just like peeling off, like pieces of it.
Yeah.
So how does he goes back with the Tim pad, right? That
Well, he
Loki?
goes forward.
Oh yeah, he does forward. He goes to the future. He goes
Right when he's about to do it. And he's like, wait, I'm not ready. And then
and he goes, yeah, you're right. He's in the
we'll figure
future
it
now.
out.
So in the future, homie over here, like Mobius launches the thing to the time thing, and he gets something.
And then he wrote skin on the computer. Like, do I still have skin?
Oh yeah. And then all of a sudden, the little machine turns green. He's like, "Oh crap!" He's over here looking for a pruning stick. He can't find one. He's scrambling around.
He's fishing. Oh, oh no, Mobius is fishing. Loki's looking for a stick.
And then he was telling him he has 30 seconds to get back from the blast doors. Like, give him more time. He's like, "I'm sorry, Mobius. Time is up. There's nothing for you could do for him anymore. He has lost to time." I was like, not like this.
Yeah.
They're gonna be tumbling, like they do, like through time and stuff.
Yeah, I was hoping it would be like. I was hoping he would get stuck, and then he'd have to find his way out.
Be the Ice Age and all that.
Yeah,
like you gotta get back. I feel like they want to do like Back to the Future, Morty, I fixed it. It's your kids, Morty. It's your kids. You're alive or something like that, right?
Yeah, it was definitely Morty.
Yeah, so that's what he tells him. So, and it's crazy because he as soon as he's running out of time, Mr. Sylvie opens the elevator doors like, oh, there you are. And in that instant, we see someone or something prune him. You think he prunes himself?
Yeah.
Like his own variant pruned him?
Yeah, he pruned himself.
Yeah, so we make it back, and he goes, we need to find Sylvie. And then on the way, he sees a whole army of TVA soldiers going through this portal. He's like, all this to get Sylvie? Like, no, I don't think so. I think there's something bad is going to happen. And he goes, I don't buy it. And that's how it ends, right?
Well, and then we see Sylvie.
Oh, yeah, he goes, the post-credit, you see Sylvie in Bronx, Oklahoma, 1982. She goes to McDonald's.
Back when it was good.
And cheap.
Yeah.
And then she goes, sir, ma'am, what do you want? I want everything. How are you going to pay for it? I don't know.
Will that be cash or cash? And then she doesn't have any money. So, all right. I don't. This episode, man, like, first of all, it felt like a movie. Like, it was just like,
yeah,
it was like frantic, and there was a lot going on.
Got me going back and forth.
Yeah, and it was like intentionally confusing, but like, it left a lot of questions that I hope the series answers as we progress, and the implications will continue to last. Like, I thought he pruned all of his variants out of the timeline.
I guess he has to go one by one, not like a Rolodex.
Yeah, I guess so, right? It has to be like Jet Li the one.
And I was gonna say that too. Another time
Uh,
buddy comedy right here.
damn, what a great movie. But um, yeah, yeah, right. But they said all at the same time.
I feel like he's gonna go find Victor Timely and help. He's like, I got an invention or some shit to help him. One of
But
King
yeah,
variant.
Obi clearly said that he had to prune all of them at the same time. And then I don't know. We see Sylvie. Sylvie was supposedly a variant of him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And kills yourself.
So, and then if he pulled himself out of the timeline, like
Then he's safe because that will cure his time skipping.
I thought the TVA was already out of the timeline. Wouldn't he already have been when he was there?
That's what they were saying. That it's an anomaly of him time skipping. Like it's impossible for you to do that. But I'm doing it right here. It's like I don't know. Something's causing you to do it. That's why you have to go inside the time stream and kill yourself.
So then also, if you're removed from the timeline, then you're put at the end of time, outside of time.
Yes.
So he who remains was there. So he pruned himself.
You got
so
pruned.
He used the device on himself too.
Look, Subway just stabbed him. He shivved him.
No. For him to end up there, did he use the device on himself? That's why he was.
Yeah.
That he was the one who remained.
He's the only one who remained.
So then maybe. I mean, we still see the Council of Ricks, so clearly he's not the only one.
Yeah.
So is that because Kang is in the quantum realm, so he's also outside of time, so he was not part of that purge. So once he gets out of there, then he opens up all these branching timelines or variants that he makes,
and he brings people back from different timelines to help him out, to kill to take over the whole timelines of the other timelines. So he's gonna go on a pruning spree.
Who knows?
And then how they started the TVA with him? What, after he got his ass kicked by Ant-Man?
No, it was He Who Remains.
Oh, he started the TVA.
Yeah, it wasn't Kang.
Then he had the little robot people to help him.
Yeah, Miss Minutes and
Miss Minutes.
What else that he made?
I wonder who's Miss Minutes. She's a god or something, god of time or illusion. What's another King variant? Watch, Miss Minutes is another King variant.
She stopped existing. So, all right. So, what do you think so far?
It was cool. Like I said, it was nausea inducing. You know, going back and forth, like doing the whole disappearing, reappearing. Him being scared of Kang or whoever the hell he call him, who he remains. Him playing up that fear of war and all that coming, he's trying to stop it, and him trying to get himself stop time skipping too, while stopping the war or something like that. And she trying to find his love interest again.
Yeah, it's confusing that he can't control the time jumps
where he's going.
So does he? I mean, he doesn't even press it; it just does it on its own.
So that must feel like Nightcrawler getting his power for the first time. He's in the bathroom. What? Where am I?
Yeah, that movie Jumper too. He
couldn't yeah. He's flipping through time, not even know where he's gonna be at.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. Good jump on spot. You know, let's see where he goes. The episode 2 dropped today. We'll try to get a tighter grip on our release schedule on Loki. We're cramping right now, but yeah, next week you probably get episode 2 and 3 together, a little Happy Meal combo pack. Well, we shall see. Yeah, Loki. Do you think we're gonna see a Thanos variant?
Yeah, that would be cool.
I like to see a lot of variants of different comic book. Marvel, Avenger type people that are not dead. Can you see a variant of Black Widow?
I mean, that's what I was saying in the first one, that like it would be really cool to see different variants of different characters. I think if we do see that it's not going to be the main actors. It's going to be like, like the Tom
They're
Cruise
stunt doubles.
man. Yeah,
That would be sick. I would like to see that.
yeah. Like he goes to like that Great Value universe and just like,
Dollar General.
hello, I'm four.
That'd be sick. Can't wait, man. I just hope they just put it more and more together, start being all crazy with it. All right, our prediction. You think for episode 6 he's gonna meet Jonathan Majors?
You know what? Like I want to say that they've been keeping things under wrap well enough that they would maybe have something in pocket like that.
Loki will finally face Kang. Like you are the wait, some like you're the main bad guy or something that will lead into Kang Dynasty.
And that would really confuse people because nobody knows the status of anything right now. So that would be really cool.
Yeah. Or they could do add another episode 7 or something, like a surprise episode of him trying to take down Kang but failing, type of thing. That'd be cool. Like I had him here, but he escaped through time or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Like a final, like I got you, and then all of a sudden somebody messes up, like Sylvie or Mobius gets in the way, or no, we gotta do it for the timeline type of thing. Like you kill me, the timelines blow up, or some shit like that. Like a life or death type of
We're losing
decision.
the fight. We need more ants. Somebody drop a piece of candy on the ground.
we need the Terminator ants.
I mean, it could be Carpenter ants, so those things are mean.
I like that. Or the what's it called? The African ones? Those big ass ones?
Yeah. Them and their hornets, man.
Oh hell no, man.
Don't be messing with none of that. Yeah, I saw a hornet outside my house the other day. I was like, whoa, no, I'm not coming outside today. I'm good.
Put the blinds down. Nope, we're not home.
Man,
we don't want any.
man, I got stung as a kid by one of those, and like it stayed. It's like getting hit with an aluminum bat.
Damn, son.
Oh,
Instant crying mode.
yeah,
You get a fever?
Wait. No, man. I just had a welt the size of a freaking baseball.
Just imagine. I got stung by a bumblebee and shit.
I think everyone's been stung by a bumblebee.
I hate those things. Every time I do, I got a panic attack. See, Mr. Midnight Man, you would have scared the shit out of me with that Candyman. There we go. We get Candyman and Ant-Man and all those all meshed together.
All the man-mans.
All the Ant-Mans and Candymans. We need more ants. Get the Candyman. He licked the lollipop and puts it in the ground. So yeah, Jonathan Majors. Like I said, I wish my prediction is hopefully it's a life or death situation decision at the end. Either you let go of Sophie or you save the world. Choose. But my world is nothing without you, Sophie. You think it's gonna go down to that, or Kang was gonna have her like this, like I finally found you and crash, or no? I just want to feel emotion again, man. Just give me something. Give me some dread.
Yeah.
Like when or Loki dies again because he's dead in real life. So not real life. I mean fiction life. You know what I mean?
Like, what?
I mean timeline wise, he's real dead.
Yeah, I don't know.
Self-sacrifice, or
it could be what it takes to reset things.
Just give me a big impact. That's all I want. Just good, clean fights and banter. Like here. So yeah, guys, we're trying to cram in season episode 2 or 3 tomorrow, next week, together. Super fun pack. And also check out our Scary Corner movie review. We just reviewed The Midnight Man, a special request by the base. The Hit Who Remains. So hey guys, we're gonna work on a schedule of dropping the Marvel Corner again, and yeah, that's our bread and butter.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned to the page. For The Hit Who Remains, I am the zombie. This is and has been the Hitman and the Zombie Show. Sing along with me. Till next time, much love and